Alright guys, it's Golden again, and in case you haven't seen my other commentaries, I'm doing English audio commentary on the OSL Ever Starleague 2008, and this is Group D. We're still in the group stages, and this is Group D. The match is between, I believe, Anytime and Frozean. Well, whatever. I think his name used to be Frozean. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, Frozean. Yeah, okay. And Frozean. Nice name, I have to say. Anytime definitely being the veteran of the two. He's been around since back when Boxer was in his prime. You know, those good old times before all these new people came. But yeah, anyways. Okay, we have Anytime who is starting off as Brown Protoss on the 5 o'clock position, and White Terran is starting at 11 o'clock position as Frozean. Map is Rando, and if I had to say something about this map, is that there is no gas at the natural, and that's enough. That is enough. And yeah, just see how players decide to duke it out. Yeah, we have Frozean immediately deciding to wall off his choke rather than build his supply depot near his command center, which is obviously the more preferred and economical method. You know, I always have trouble walling off ramps. It's kind of hard, especially if you're Terran, but the thing is, usually you have your barracks on the bottom, and the main problem walling with ramps is you want to wall with the least buildings as possible, and your barracks has to be in the front so you can lift it up and stuff. But yeah, anyway, obviously Frozean has practiced this and can wall very effectively. I always prefer to wall off a choke rather than a ramp.
전략적인 가능성도 어느 정도 염두에 될 것 같습니다.
Anyways, what I think is going to happen is harassment is going to be extremely important for Frozean, seeing as he has no second guess immediately, so he's definitely going to have a lot more vultures and tanks. Definitely going to be dedicated to a large tank force. White people there.
이런 패턴의 더블 렉서스를 만약에 노리고서 빠른 테크에 스타포트였던 그 플레이를 준비했다면 먹혀들 수 있는 가능성도 있습니다.
그럼 어쨌건 오영종 선수는 무언가 전진 플레이 극초반을 노리는 뭐 이런 필살기만 조심하면은 더블 렉서스를 해도 무난하다 이렇게 판단하고 있는 것 같고.
Like I was saying, harass is going to be important. Anytime has been denied of that scout. Because he does not want to see, I believe, he is going to go to factory, what's his name? I believe Frozean is going to go to factory and mass upon those vultures because he really should build tanks. Yeah, so actually, Anytime might be in a little bit of trouble here because he has opted to go for that fast expansion, which means his first Dragoon is going to be out a little late, but I think by the time but I think he could get his Dragoon out in time if Frozean decides to build that machine shop on that first factory. And I think he is going to go to factory. I may be wrong though. I think it would be the correct decision for him to go to factory. And nope, he's deciding to go one factory, but building that vulture first because he knows if he builds that machine shop, he's wasting valuable time he can have with, there's an idle SCB there. Anyways, he's wasting valuable time where Anytime has no Dragoon. So definitely putting down that. Getting that vulture out as fast as he can, going for that fast expand, feeling comfortable that Anytime has one to afford the fast expand, and the cybernetics tour is done, most likely producing a Dragoon, but that vulture is going to be able to pick up a couple of probes at the natural, and that's going to be enough for Frozean. and that's all. That's about all that's gonna happen with that vulture. Actually, that dragoon might actually come out because of the distance away from each other. But yeah, going for that one fact into fastest man. Really, to tell the truth, I really think he should have went for a 2 factory because I feel a vulture and the first vulture arrives, picking up a couple of probes, but the dragoon also arrives, pushing, keeping the vulture away. Yeah, anyways, I feel like he should have went for 2 factory because if you have 2 factories, if you have 1 factory, basically the only thing that you should be making is tanks, and you really do not have enough. You don't have the economy for tanks. But I guess if you go 1 fact, you have the tank to defend your expansion, and with that expansion, you can get even more vultures than if you were to go 2 factory right away. And actually, to tell you the truth, I feel like it's sort of a Terran favorite map because anytime it's going to be using the most to combat these vultures is dragoons, because you cannot really use anything else. And with this lack of gas, actually, dragoons aren't really costly in gas, so I guess it evens out. But even so, the fact that dragoons do cost gas, while vulture does not cost any gas, and yeah, anytime putting that 3rd nexus down, getting that second gas, because you know the second gas is very important, and building 3 barracks. I really have no idea what Frozean is doing building those 3 barracks. I presume that he is going to mass up a huge force of Marines because he does not have the resources to build tanks. And I guess that 1 factory is just to pump out tanks, and the rest of the minerals are going to be spent on building Marines, which is a really peculiar strategy, especially in PvP because of Storm. But I guess Frozean knows that since anytime does not have that gas, he cannot get High Templars for that Storm. And yeah, Marines may seem really weak, but Marines are actually extremely effective against dragoons, but very ineffective against zealots. Well, unless they are micro, but they're very effective against dragoons because dragoons, the way their damage works is it takes like 2 hits, it takes like 3 hits to kill 1 Marine, and that 1 extra hit because of the substantial delay between each dragoon fire is enough to starve off the dragoon. And I'm not sure if anytime knows this. He definitely does not. He's building his observer now. He's building his first observer only now. He's gonna scout the Marines, but I think that's gonna be too late, really. But yeah, by then he's gonna have Frozean's gonna have a large force of Marines. And what I think anytime should do to react to this is either to build a Reaver or to build Storm, but most likely a Reaver, because Storm you'd have to wait to charge up energy, and he does not have his Citadel yet and does not have Temple Archive, so definitely not gonna do that. And if anytime manages to get that Reaver, Frozean may be in a tiny bit of trouble because a Reaver can really work those Marines, but it's gonna come down to the macro war because a micro war, because a good micro from Frozean is gonna be able to kill those. And yeah, that observer scouts those medics, and then he knows that he's obviously extremely distressed right now, seeing this unusual strategy coming from Frozean. But I guess it's something we're going to be seeing a lot more for the rest of this tournament, simply because, and yeah, see those pylon wall, because he's simply expecting vultures, but definitely not expecting a ton of Marines coming down to him. And he has gone for his third expansion. He's built a lot of dragoons. Those dragoons are going to be very ineffective against all those Marines. Definitely needs to get zealots now. So yeah, I think Frozean, if he pushes now, anytime is going to be in a lot of trouble. He does not have anything to counter to kill these Marines, really. Besides, just as I told you before, Marines are extremely effective against dragoons, and especially with unsieged tanks coming, he has extremely mobile and versatile force of Marines. And same Marines, and yeah, he does not have any zealots because he simply did not expect this. He expected, just like I expected, for Frozean to go for vultures, because as we all know, vultures are extremely effective, and finally getting those zealots out now. But even so, a substantial amount of Marines, those zealots are not going to be able to do anything